Hey everyone, it's LivingDeadGal and welcome back to another channel updates video. This is sort of my updates for 2024 and the content plans that I have. I'm going to be giving you guys a quick update just to let you know where I stand with all of my Let's Plays, current, old, and new. And I'm also going to give you a tiny sneak peek into some other things that I have planned for this year. I'm going to go series by series, and I will add some chapters to this video so that you guys can scroll to each one, you know, if there's only one or a few series that you are interested in getting updates on. Before I dive into each series though, I do want to talk a little bit about upload frequency. I know that I was wildly inconsistent in 2023. There are a lot of reasons for that, but the main one that I just want to kind of talk about is that since I've sort of grown as a creator and done more and more videos, I've started to put a lot more work into each and every video that I create. When I first started my channel, I was just so green to content creation and to editing. I wasn't using face cam, I wasn't using much in the way of other graphics and editing techniques or sound effects to enhance my storytelling. As I've started to add those in and improve my content and get it to a place where I'm happier with it, it does now take me twice as long to produce a video as it did when I first started my channel. I still have a lot more room for improvement, but I'm pretty happy with how much I've grown, but it does mean that it does take me longer to make these videos, so I have been looking for ways to improve efficiency without sacrificing the quality of the content that I'm giving to you guys. It was a lot easier when I first started my channel for me to upload one episode a week for 4 to 5 Let's Plays than it is for me to do that now. That's why, you know, for any of you who've been here from the beginning, when I used to upload like, you know, 4 to 5 uploads a week pretty regularly, that's why it's been a lot less in the past year on top of a few other things. For 2024, my goal is to get back to a consistent place so that I stop killing my Let's Plays and leaving you all hanging for weeks, months, and even years in some cases on end. I do still need to be realistic, which is why I've actually created a staggered schedule for myself as far as Let's Plays on my channel. This is just based on what I will be able to do while juggling work and my personal life, as well as content creation. I can't promise you that I will always be able to be 100% consistent, but please do know that I'm going to try really hard to give you guys regular weekly uploads. Let's first talk about my current series that we have. So the first is the For Rent gameplay series. There will be one final episode of my gameplay exploration series. I will be uploading that episode next week. I'd always intended for this to be just a quick couple episode playthrough. I was hoping to maybe do 5 or 6 episodes, but I actually chose to cut it down to 4. The pack has been out for a while now. A lot of us have kind of seen a lot of the features that are available. For me, I really want to focus more on my other story and challenge-based Let's Plays. I love the little family I made, I really do, and I've been having fun with it, but I just really do want to put more energy into my other series right now, so that is why I'm just going to have one more final episode of For Rent. I really do appreciate those of you who've watched those videos and commented on them because it was really exciting for me. It was my first little set of videos related to being accepted into the EA Creator Network. So thank you guys for your support on that little mini series. We will see the Wright family again in some capacity in one of my other Let's Plays, but I'd like to keep those details a secret for now. Next up is the 100 Baby Challenge. I know I've been really inconsistent with posting this one lately, but it has become a really fun staple challenge for me that I really enjoy playing, and I love to keep it going on my channel until I complete the challenge. You can expect a new episode next Saturday, January 13th, and I'm going to try my hardest to continue to post that series on a weekly basis every Saturday going forward. Again, I can't 100% guarantee it'll always happen, but my goal is to mostly have it every Saturday. Also, some of you have asked for Rain to be uploaded along with her CC list. I am working on gathering all of her CC out of my very chaotic CC folder right now, and I will be making a community post within the coming week just to let you all know that she's available and where you can download her tray files, and then you guys can play with her in your game. The next series, Horse Ranch. At this point, it's no secret that Horse Ranch is my favorite Let's Play that I've ever done. When I first decided to do a Horse Ranch series, I had intended for the episodes to be short and simple and focused on the gameplay features of the new pack. At the time, the new pack. I thought the series would be at the most maybe 7 episodes. As you all know, that's not what happened. As I prepped more and more to begin that Let's Play, I just started to fall completely in love with Winona and her story, and I changed my mind about a few things. And then of course, I also fell in love with Cass. And from there, the backstory I originally created turned into just so much more. I've had so much fun with that one. I've had so much fun trying new things with that one. And I am so grateful that I started that series. I'm so grateful for all of your support on it. I am still planning on concluding Horse Ranch at the same storyline point that I originally intended when I started the series. But as I have played with Winona and Cass more and more, I realized that I do have more story for them that I want to tell, and I want to continue to play with them. So I've mentioned this in the past couple of episodes of that series, but I will be wrapping up the Horse Ranch series this month, the month of January, with 3 to 4 final episodes. There will be a resolution to sort of the main story elements and plot points, and the Rags to Renovation challenge aspect will be concluding as well. I have the next episode recorded and scheduled to go up this Sunday, January 7th, and I plan on having a new episode of that each week this month. You can expect weekly uploads of both Horse Ranch and 100 Baby for the month of January. But because I have more of their story that I want to tell, as I have mentioned to you guys a little bit in the, last couple of episodes, I am planning on starting a brand new legacy series with Winona and Cass that I would like to have become another sort of staple series on my channel, like 100 Baby. This is going to premiere in February, and it's going to be a little bit different than some of my other series. It's actually going to involve you all as the viewers a bit more. So I'm going to have more details on that to come when we get a bit closer to the date. The reason that I want to do it this way, which is conclude Horse Ranch and actually start a new series with Winona and Cass, is because I have it labeled and titled as a Rags to Renovations challenge. It's based on the Horse Ranch pack. And I feel that it makes more sense to naturally conclude the series with the completion of the Rags to Renovation challenge. The way that I'll be playing the new legacy series isn't going to be related to any kind of renovating type of a challenge, and it's also not going to fully stay within the confines of the Horse Ranch pack, which is why I wanted what I'll be calling the Noki Legacy to be separate from Horse Ranch. So I hope that makes sense as to why I'm kind of separating it into 2 series instead of just continuing episode after episode of Horse Ranch. And yes, Cassador will finally be available for download with his CC list very soon. I am working on it. He will be up soon for you guys, I promise. So now we have my past series that we need to talk about. So will they return? I have in no way had any desire to give up on any single one of my Let's Plays. None of them. I haven't lost passion for any of them. I haven't wanted to quit any of them. There's ups and downs with content creation just in general, and there's times when you want to record one series over another, but I don't really want to cancel anything. My problem is that I love making new Sims and starting new Let's Plays, and this happens whenever I get a random idea or a new pack releases that spark something within me that, I'm really interested in. I have started 8 official Let's Plays on my channel, 9 if you count the For Rent gameplay series, and I've only actually fully completed 1. It is hard to produce multiple Let's Plays at once and also include other types of content that I like to do. So between that and the mental health breaks that I have taken on my channel, I have definitely fallen off of several of my series. I know that strategically and growth-wise, this may not be the smartest move, at least from like a YouTube and, views perspective, but I personally would like to finish all of my Let's Plays because all of those Sims and their stories do matter to me, and I really have enjoyed crafting their stories. I have all of their stories planned out. I just haven't gotten around to actually sitting down and recording them and editing them and getting them out to you guys. Even though it's been months, over a year for some, here's my plan to conclude their stories and what the future of each Let's Play looks like. So, growing together. I will be bringing this series back around early February. The reason I want to wait until then is just so that I can get back to consistency and really make sure that this sort of game plan is realistic for me. I'll be doing a tiny bit of pre-recording to kind of prep for this, so that's why I wanted to wait until February versus trying to cram that in January, because I really want to get more consistent with Horse Ranch and 100 Baby before I bring back another series. I will be concluding the series when Isabella reaches late teenhood and young adulthood. I will likely move a bit quicker through her childhood and teenhood than I did for her like infanthood and toddlerhood. We're still gonna have a good bit of episodes of that in February. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I just won't be moving as slowly as I did in the previous half of the series because we were really exploring infants and the infant and toddler dynamics with the Growing Together pack at the time, and now it's really become more about the Colazo family and their story. I know when I started the series I said it was going to turn into a legacy. It eventually is in a way, but my plans have slightly shifted. Originally it was going to be sort of just like a chill, laid back like legacy that I just played to consistently have on my channel, but rather than doing that and doing like a 5 or a 10 gen legacy challenge with rules or plans for each generation, I'd like to use the Colazo family line to actually explore other types of challenges and gameplay ideas per generation. So I'm actually planning on starting a brand new, like 1 generation challenge-based Let's Play with Isabella in the summer. So once she's all grown up, I do have a challenge picked out that I'm really excited for that I'm going to do with Isabella that will kind of be, I think it will fit her very, very well. And I'm going to keep that a secret for now as to what it is, but it will be coming this summer. Whimsy Stories. I have done this series and this family so dirty. I'm so sorry. I love this family so much and I really, really miss playing with them. Whimsy will absolutely return. They're going to return in March after I've concluded Growing Together. I really do want to focus on wrapping up Iris's story because her story has been broken up so much by so many of my YouTube breaks. So, I mean, I just want to get back to her. Like, guys, she's pregnant. I can't wait to see her and Jimmy's kiddo. Like, I can't wait to get back to them and to kind of tell that story. And hopefully you won't be too mad at me because I'm going to deviate from the challenge rules just a little bit. But I'm really, really excited to get back to that. So in March, I'm going to focus on wrapping up, you know, Iris's gen, because we did get pretty far with her gen and she's almost to the end of her story, believe it or not. But there are a lot of things we have to do before we get there. So I want to focus on that and giving you guys updates on the other Whimsy kids during the month of March. After season 2, I will absolutely be continuing that challenge as I'm so excited for Sunny's story as well. I've been excited for that ever since she was born in game. I have so many plans for her. I already have Sims ready to go for her generation too. Now with her, we will kind of figure out when her generation, her season will start based on kind of what I have going on at the time. Runaway Teen Wolf. Do you guys remember this one? It has been over a year. I'm so sorry for that. I left you all on a cliffhanger and I know that several of you have asked me for a conclusion and asked if it will ever, you know, be continued. I have had literally the entire story crafted and planned for so long. When I was creating and recording this series, I was going through something kind of rough in my life at the time, and that is what led me to take the extended break on YouTube, sort of the first big break that I took, and that is when I kind of, you know, just dropped off with that series, and it's why I never finished it at the time, because when I came back, I was having a little bit of a harder time picking up my old series. I wanted to try some new stuff. For any of you who still care about that one at this point, I know it's been so long, but and also for my own peace of mind, I will be sneaking in the final 4 episodes of the series between February and March. We will 100% see a conclusion to Elena's story and to her family history. Not So Berry. This series will be returning in the spring, either late March or most likely early April, just depending on how things with the other series go. I want to finish Crimson's story. That is important to me because I really, really love her, and I hate that I only got 2 episodes in with her because I have so much more that I want to say about her and share with you guys about her, and Rose Gen is my favorite of all the Not So Berry challenges I've ever watched and followed. Now, I know that one's been a really long time. I know people may not be as interested in that one, but I do want to finish Crimson's story. So that said, I'm going to have to make a decision after we finish Crimson's story. I do, for me, want to complete the Not So Berry challenge for myself, and I want to continue that family line. I love Minty, I love Crimson, I want to keep going with their, you know, lineage. But depending on your interest, as well as kind of what's going on the channel at the time and what time I have available, I may choose to turn the rest of the Not So Berry challenge into either a current household type of video or a speedrun style series where I give you an update video once a month as I move through the challenge, or I give you one longer video kind of summarizing my gameplay for each generation. We'll see what we want to do with the series. I'll need you all to kind of weigh in at the time and help me decide as the series goes on, you know, what your interest levels are. But I do 100% intend on fully finishing and concluding season 2, which is the Rose Gen, as a regular Let's Play, and then we'll make some decisions from there. Last but not least, Crybaby Whims. This is another one that's been forever since I posted and updated you guys on this. As with all of the other series that I've talked about, I've had Mariah's story mapped out for a long time. But because I did reach a solid conclusion to Zoe's story in season 1, I kind of decided to save this one for last as far as bringing back my old Let's Plays. So when you guys last saw Mariah in game, she was a child. I aged her up off camera, and then I showed you all her teen looks in a cast video that I had put out. But I didn't really fully begin her story in any way. I mean, you knew her childhood, but I didn't really go into any of like the challenge rules for her or what her generation is going to be about. So unless you've watched other Crybaby Whims series or you've done the challenge or read the challenge, I haven't really given you guys any context on what's happening with Mariah's season. I want to tell her story and I want to continue this legacy. I literally already have a love interest designed for her and waiting in my gallery for her season, but I wanted to wait and bring Mariah back after I concluded some of the Let's Plays where I'd left you all hanging, because with Mariah, even though we know her and we want to see her story, at least with Crybaby Whims, where I ended it on Zoe, was sort of in a final place at least. So I figured I would rather wrap up the series that were kind of on cliffhangers, or that I ended mid-season or the beginning of a season before we resume Crybaby Whims. As much as I want to get back to that one I'm going to kind of be bringing back last, and that will be in the springtime. So that will likely be in April or May. Well, that was a lot. I hope I haven't overwhelmed you guys with too much information. I've kind of overwhelmed myself here with this mouthful, but it's just the tangled web of Let's Plays that I have now found myself in because I keep starting Let's Plays. I know some of you are here for a specific series, and so that's why I wanted to provide updates on each one. I know it might be disappointing if some of them aren't returning until way later. I know some of them might seem like old news to you guys. I just want to explain from my perspective where I am with it and what I want to do personally that will make me happy on the channel, and I hope that some of this will make you guys happy, and I hope that you'll continue to enjoy my content, even if there's maybe some series you don't want to watch anymore or some that, you know, you really want to see sooner. I hope you guys understand. Essentially, each week I'll be striving to post one episode of Hunter Baby and then also an episode of whatever other series I have running at that time. Now, another reason that I've decided to stagger the return of these Let's Plays is because I do want to have time for other content. There's a lot of stuff I want to do this year. I love doing the CC hauls. I loved doing my must-have CC series, and it's been a while since I've done one of those. I enjoy doing cast videos, and I want to try to sprinkle those in where time permits. There will not be any kind of a set schedule for that type of content, though I would like to hopefully do my CC hauls on a monthly basis, so one a month. I'd also like to be able to give you guys more update videos on my current households from time to time, and a lot of you have asked me about the mods that I use in my game. So I would like to bring you guys some more mods videos. I think I've only done like one actual list of mods videos for Horse Ranch, and then I've done a few showcasing some mods, but that's about it. So I do want to give you guys some mod list videos and kind of put together a full list of all of my mods for you. And of course, because it's me, I have some ideas for new Let's Plays, but that is way further down in the later part of the year. So again, I have to be realistic. My brain has so many different ideas, and I tend to set unrealistic goals for myself that I can never achieve. So my main goal for 2024, ironically enough, is to focus on achievable goals rather than putting so much pressure on myself that I just inevitably shut down and achieve nothing. So I don't want to make promises, hard concrete promises to you all and then not deliver, which is why I don't have exact dates planned for each series, but I feel pretty good about staggering the series and kind of the months I have planned out. And I'm excited to continue each of my Sims journeys, and I hope that you all are excited too. If you made it through me talking for this long, thank you, and thank you for all of your support and your patience with me in my content creation journey. I really, truly cannot tell you how much I appreciate you all. Every kind comment, every view, every like, everything that you guys do in support of me, it really means the world to me, and it makes me feel motivated and want to continue posting. So I've talked your guys' ear off long enough. I'm excited for things to come. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.